Hey everyone, what's going on? Welcome to another episode of On the Bench with Pete. In this episode, I'm going to be continuing my work on my Venom Throat, various bits and bobs. My some more work on my Chromac, the Ravenous, various other Ronin figures like the Samurai and maybe the Musician, maybe even some Blood Angels. Who knows? Anyway, so without further ado, let's rid the world of unpainted miniatures. Okay, so we'll start off with the Venom Throat. This was, as you may have seen in one of my other videos, this was a very lucky find. It's found it in my drawer the other day. Totally forgotten all about it. Excuse me. Sorry about that. The dog's just barking a lorry reversing or something. Yeah, so like I say, it was a good find. One of those models you forget about. You put it away, you think, oh, I'll do that sometime. And you never get around to it. And it's really cool to find that, you know, something that I've probably got loads of stuff. And I'm looking forward to discovering more things that I've forgotten about. I know I've got another couple of bikes to do. Space Marine bikes, but I'm not in any great hurry to do those. I've got quite a few bikes as it is, and you know they're not the greatest model. As I've said in one of my other videos, that's one of the models I wish would get an update. Would be the Space Marine bike. So yeah, got these little doing these little knobbly bits on the tendrils here. Let's see. I don't know what, oh yeah, well that one. Now they're quite small, these knobbly bits. Still, I think they'll look good. I've been wanting to do one of these on the bench videos for a while, because as you know, they're my favourite type to do. Though, looking at my analytics, they're amongst the least watched, well, minutes wise, so they're obviously not as popular. Still quite popular, but not as popular. Whereas for me, I think I get more out of it. There you go. I know a lot of people use the bolt action maneuvers to paint along to, and that's what it's designed for. Obviously, talking bolt action or historical wargaming in general. Just grab myself a bit of paper towel. Should have done that, huh? Just gonna set myself up, ready to go. So yeah, I'm looking at my analytics. I'll keep going on these though, even though they're not as popular, because they're my favourite ones to make. With tutorials being my least favourite. I know I've got to do a couple soon, but yeah, tutorials are the least favourite to make because they take so much planning, and I mean they all take planning, apart from the chill with Pete's perhaps, where I just sit down, turn on the camera, off I go. But you know, hey ho. Right. Yeah, it's odd because I like this type. I like watching this type of a video, so for me it's one of my favourite type of videos to watch. Just to paint my miniatures here, to hear someone's thoughts about the world, putting the world to rights, so on and so forth. Talking a bit of wargaming, thrown in as well, you know. All that kind of good stuff. And then you think, oh, half an hour, 3/4 of an hour, sometimes even an hour has gone by, and I've got this much painting done, and it's really cool. So I'm going to keep going with these. Just love doing them. The thought of making a video and actually just getting stuff done as well, just getting stuff painted up, just fills me with joy. And that is all good. So yeah. The other thing, of course, about tutorials, you've got to really do them well, or be doing something no one else has done before, trying something out, you know. Just putting some Fiston red on these knobbly bits here. Let's try and bring them out. Of course, they're not the sort of detail you'll see on camera, but just hoping they'll pop a little bit more. Even though they're small, you can still miss spots. Anybody watches Painting with Jay, Mini Wargaming Jay channel? Him and Adam from, I think, Greenleaf Terrain, I believe. They've obviously got this in-joke thing going on, right? Where every video he says, and I've always wanted to say this, Adam, you've missed a spot. And I don't know what their in-joke is. I think it's an in. Now I've done it. It's an in-joke. Saying, Adam, you've missed a spot. I don't know what it is. Perhaps someone can enlighten me. What is that all about? By the way, Adam, you missed a spot. I don't know. I just don't know. Still, in-jokes are fun. Tell you what wasn't fun the other day. Well, normally I like to keep my car topped up with fuel. It's a Land Rover Freelander. I choose this car because it's the easiest one for me to get in and out of. The height and the position and everything. It's a really comfortable drive. And all the other stuff. I normally like to keep it topped up with fuel, but the other week I just wasn't able to keep it topped up with fuel, and being busy running around here, there and everywhere. This is diesel. It got to almost empty. I thought, well, I'll top it right back up again. £80. £80 to fill my fuel tank. 80 quid. I just can't believe how expensive it is now. 80 quid. It's a good job I don't drive all that much. I wouldn't be able to afford it. Not sure I'm going to afford it now, but hey ho. But yeah, 80 quid, can't get over it. Keep going through that in my mind. So yeah, the rising cost of fuel, not my favourite subject at the moment. I think I'll put, yeah, I'm going to make these knobbly bits here, Fiston red too. tie in with it. Just so that it all ties in. Now, my Tyranids are all different colours. I have different colour schemes for them all. My reasoning behind that is they use different biomass to. This is my fluff. They use different biomass to produce different units in my particular hive fleet that I'm building. Well, I haven't been doing it for a while, but yeah. Hive fleet evisceration. And so the units are in different colours, like my Hormogods are blue, Termagants are red, you know, my flyer, my gargoyles are green, that kind of thing. Just so that I can easily, as well, this is the other reason, easily distinguish them on the tabletop at a glance, and I don't get too bored painting them because they're not all the same colours. That's my idea. But I'm hoping to be able to do a showcase of them all sometime. Do it on my Realm of Battle board, perhaps, with some scenery. That would look cool. You know, setup. That's the other thing. Once I get Mini Warzone up and built, doing battle reports. But you know, I have to keep the table set up because it takes a long time to set up. It takes a long time to set up a game of Warhammer properly. So that is the red bit's done. Just looking at what I can do next. So whatever I do on this guy, it's got to be exactly the same on this guy because they are one and the same. Do we do the handles of their weapons? Could do. Shall I do a bit of highlighting on these shoulder pads, I think. So, Evil Sun Scarlet. You can hear my agitator ball bearing in the pot. Just going to do a little bit of. I'll use my newest GW brush. Well, not my newest brush. My newest layer brush, I should say. My newest layer brush, because I'll let you into a secret in a minute. Let's do these. Shoulder pads. I need to water this down. I've been using these brushes the past couple of hours and they're all pretty wet anyway. Well, the school holidays will be coming up soon and my videos may not come out as often. My daughter will be off obviously, so I'll be probably turning into a taxi service. But I shall probably make a lot of other videos. I hope you like my new series, by the way. Where to go? No, Where to Look. It's called Where to Look. You know, places to look for your miniatures or gaming supplies. I hope you like that because it's something I wish people did, or someone did. So I thought, oh, you know, I'll do it. But it's a series of videos I can make. Just you know, sat in my room, do a voiceover if needs be. That shouldn't be a problem. and just do a screen recording, you know. Just do that little square bit. Okay, right, pop. Might as well do this while I'm here. Excuse me a moment. I haven't forgotten what else it was I want to talk to you about. I'm going to do a follow-up review on these new GW brushes, by the way. Righty. That'll do for that. Right. Let's put this away first. Right, yes, what I want to talk to you about is got myself this, the new GW Artificer brush, which is 12 quid. 12 quid for this, and I'm gonna honestly review it. I wanted it to see what all the fuss was about. It's the only one that comes in this like silly little plastic doodah thing here, you know. So I picked this up. Well, it goes to my local GW shop yesterday, actually. Picked this up and said, and I basically said, you know, I want this. I know it's 12 quid. He said, yeah, I know. I said, is it really any good? Obviously, I'm not expecting him to say no. And he said, yes, it is really, really, really good. And I basically said, this better be, for 12 quid, this better be the dog's danglies. Do you know what I mean? Not exactly those words either, but you get the gist of what I'm saying. So this brush here better be up to scratch along par with other top end brushes out there. So I will be using that and be doing a review on that at some point. Okay, let's have a think about what other figures I'm going to be doing here now. Some more Ronin ones to do. These are only two of my other faction that haven't got any paint on it or any colour already. Blah blah blah. Thinking. Yes, I'll do this. I could do their scabbards. Can't find the darn colours then. I've got to find Rhinox hide. Well, there's Scrag Brown, which is another one I'll need. Just bear with me a moment while I find the right paint. Alright, we're back. Got it. It's just in a place with some... I know I've got to organise my paints. I know I expect a lot of you have got brilliant ways of organising your paints. Particularly your GW ones, like the base colours there. Cause I've got some of mine separately, the way I paint things, which ones I use in what order. Anyway, this is what we're going to be doing. Oh, sort of leather. They've got some scabbards to do. Move him over here. But right, so try out some Rhinox hide. Bit of water. It's a lovely dark brown Rhinox hide. Like I like Mephiston red. It's a beautiful deep red. Same can be said for this, being what it is. Okay, another Citadel brush, base brush. Bit bigger because it takes less time to paint if you can get away with it. Always use the biggest brush you think you can get away with, so I've been taught. So that's what I do. Yeah, as I was saying about summer holidays. You know, I may become a taxi dad. So I might not have time. Real life gets in the way sometimes, doesn't it? Well, that's just the way it is, Nothing you can do about that. 6 weeks. It'll be a long 6 weeks. At the same time, I think it will be over quite quick. I think the last week my wife is off, so we're both on holiday then. I don't know what we're going to do. We want to go. We're saving up to go Disneyland at some point, so we're hoping we can get that off the ground. But yep. I picked myself up the new Adeptus Mechanicus Codex Skitarii. I know the Cult Mechanicus one's out now, but I've got the Skitarii one because they look quite good. The models look amazing. Am I going to invest in that army? Not yet. I'll tell you for why. I'm still hoping for Sisters. Sisters of Battle. I want them to come out in plastic, get a new codex, and then I'm there. I am going to be investing in Sisters as my new army. If they do that, there's no rumours that they're going to though, and I may be waiting a long time, so I'll be holding off on my GW expansions for a while, perhaps, because I can use it to further my hordes and war machine efforts whilst I'm waiting. This dude's the kind of grandmaster dude, so. He's like the equivalent of your HQ in Warhammer, he's the hard dude. The Master Sensei. Okay. A couple of these, there we are. Rhinox hide. Yeah, it's a nice colour, Rhinox hide, I think. Okay. Rhinox hide. He's over there. Okay. Sometimes you look at the colour at the top of the lid, pick it up, and it's not exactly the colour you was expecting. I've got to say, I don't think these new brushes. I'd said in my initial review they seem, about the same as the old brushes. I don't think they're actually as good, to be truthful. And like I say, it's probably. These old ones seem to last longer, ones with the coloured ends, to my mind. A bit better made. That's just me. Got a lot more testing to do as yet, so, I'm just wondering what colour to do. I want to get a wood effect to do the handles. These handles here. What do I go for? Actually, I could do. Sorry about that, having coffee. I could do Rhinox hide on the wrist wrap things, yeah. That would make sense. That would make a lot of sense to do that. Yeah, yes it would. Okay. Let's do that. And let's just use the layer brush to do this. So, yeah. I've done I've done 3 layers of their flesh. A couple more to do yet. Or was it 2 layers of their flesh? A few more to do yet. So I'm happy. Yeah, this is like what's wrapped around his wrist, like a sort of leather strap on his wrist here. So Rhinox hide is a good base colour to start leather with. That's a good initial colour to lay down. Yeah, I think the old brushes are a bit better. Keep my eye out on eBay, see if I can get some old brushes. I prefer them. I've got a couple of, expensive brushes. I'm always afraid to use them, you know. I'm displaying out. Excuse me. See that? See that? Splayed out. Hardly been used. Whereas my old brushes don't do that. Unless I've been super lucky with my old brushes. Or just unlucky this time. Or a little bit of both, eh? It's probably the likely explanation. A little bit of both. Right. You can get it back into shape again easy enough, but it's a pain. Real pain. Yeah. Yeah, this 12 quid brush, not the one I'm using obviously. The other one I showed you, that better be pretty special. Otherwise I'm going to mention it next time I go in. I'll say, yeah, you said this brush was good. I disagree. I do, it does bug the heck out of me when people hate on GW just for the sake of it. Oh, they got a new range of brushes. Oh, let's just moan about it, you know. You know, there's other makes of brush out there, just get a different make, for goodness sake, stop going on about it. Does your head in. Or as my mother-in-law would say, I bloody hates it, I do. I bloody hates it. And I can say that because the chances of her watching this video are very slim. So I can say that and get away with it. It's all good. She'll never know. I'm certainly not going to tell her. Right. Okay. touching up to his bottom. It was designed in dryad bark actually. Rhine oxide is close to dryad bark, just ever such a slight hint of more darkness in it, you know. So that you can get the point back to being kind of nice again. But it's a pain when it keeps playing out like that. Okay, so that's his wrist straps. Now I don't know what I'm doing. I actually had a builder come out to check the area for mini Warzone and given us a quote. Just under £25,000. Way too much. So I'm gonna get some more quotes, see what we can do ourselves. So yeah, the Lord Dosh. It'll be worth it in the long run though. Just get it done. I think it'll benefit a lot of people. Anyway, rambling on a ramble there. So well, I don't know what colours I'm going to do these dudes. He's got skulls on him. Thinking I might do them. Tempted to do those, so I think I will. The Shabty Bone. Another old favourite of mine. Just shake this up. God, I don't think there's an agitator in there. You Shabty Bone. Get the old brush. Get some up onto the palette. Shabty Bone. Yeah, so as I was saying earlier, so backtracking, I hope you like my new series, because I'm going to be doing more of that type of thing. Checking out different websites, places to go. Obviously I started off with Perry Miniatures, because I know they're great. I'm going to use a different brush for this now. I'm fed up with that other one. Detail brush or yeah. No, yeah, I started off with Perry Miniatures because I know they're good. And I wanted to start off with a positive. No doubt I will come across ones that aren't as good in the fullness of time, but there you go. It's gonna happen, but I want to relay my findings to the hobby community. Not only that, it will be a record of how to find them, because I'll always put the links in the video description, and it'll probably be on the screen anyway, but you'll see what the website's like. If you're looking for, I don't know, say a particular War Machine figure or Hordes figure, you know, I don't know where to go, and look on my playlist, and I've recommended a website on how to do that. Or it could be like forums or things, just where it's a place to get information, backstory, fluff, that kind of thing, you know. So yeah, so hopefully I can get this video out. I'm a lot happier with the camera angle as is. Kind of I don't think you always want to see right up close to what I'm doing. I don't think so anyway. Let me know if I'm wrong, but it's not a painting tutorial. So let me know if there's a better camera angle you'd rather. Although I think I probably will stick with this, or this kind of thing. Be here or hereabouts, you know. This dude's got like a severed hand tied to his belt. It's a bit odd. Bit odd, he says. A few skulls here though. Blah blah blah. Yep, so keep talking. New series. It'll be the type of video I can make when I'm on my holidays. Well, on the summer holidays. Not that I'll probably be going anywhere, but yeah. I know I've got to do. I want to put up another zombicide report, battle report. Hopefully this week, incorporating the toxic rules. I'll try and do that because I'm aware that it's been a while since I put one up. They do take quite a while to film because they take a lot of setting up all the cards and things. And all those figures. So I mean, it's almost like setting up a Warhammer bat rep, because there are an awful lot of miniatures. Yeah. Looking for the skulls. Chromac Therapeus. I don't know what this dude's backstory is, but I hope he's not a cannibal. Cannibalistic. Some Circle Oberos faction. I like them because they got like the feral warp wolves. They just look like werewolves. It's really really cool. I thought, yeah, I'll have some of that. Love werewolves. I much prefer werewolves over vampires any day of the week. Having played the games as well, gives me a much greater insight. Okay. Well, skull's done. I've got these human form skulls now. So the skulls will all be there. Yeah, 3 skulls. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed my Hordes game on Sunday. Played 2 games. Played 2 games of Hordes. Got beaten in a big way. Knew I would. What was that, 7 hand? I knew I would get beaten. That would have just been too fluky if I'd have won that. And I wouldn't, to be honest, I wouldn't have believed him if he'd have let me win. But said he didn't let me win. I wouldn't have believed it. There's no way. Yeah, I'm hoping next year to play in a tournament, either a War Machine or a Hordes tournament. I would like that very much. Don't think I would ever enter a 40k tournament because, well, I don't know. It's just not as fun. Doesn't look as fun to me in any way, shape, or form. Whereas the smaller games of War Machine and Hordes do look more fun. The rules tend to be less of a grey area. I know there's always going to be grey areas in every rule set, but they seem a little bit more black and white than in 40k. 40k lends itself. It's just begging for an argument, isn't it? And any war game, miniature war game, where the rules aren't pretty clear, is not going to be good for tournaments, I don't think. Right. There's always rules as written and rules as intended, and sometimes the wording is just not clear. And you need an errata or an FAQ to update you on what the final word is. At the end of the day, it's a game, so the actual ruling, might not always make sense in realistic terms. But it's a game, and that's just the rules of the game. Oh yeah, he's got a skull at the bottom of his hair, like tying his hair in place. I'll do that on the arm. I'll look at wrapping up this video then. Alright, so that's on there. So he must have one. Ooh. Got to do his Rhinox hide wristband things too. Why didn't you remind me? Yeah. So if anybody knows what that Adam Eve Mr. Spot thing is all about, let me know. I always wonder every time I hear him say it. I think, what is that about? Or is it just between them? Just curious, you know. So just laying down these base colours. Doesn't really start coming together till you start washing them, shading them, really, does it? Okay. But I've got to do the wristbands on the other guy, or the other figure of the same guy. And then we'll call it a day. Aha! There's always a better angle, isn't there? Looks like a really cool model. So I haven't even read the card for this, so I've actually no idea. I'm just saying, I don't have any idea about what my Legion of Everblight could do on the Sunday. But even looking at it now, I'm thinking, well, why didn't I do that? I didn't realise he could do that, you know, or he could heal himself, or whatever, you know. I was like, man, if only I'd known. I can't expect my opponent to tell me these things. This is not his army. You've got to know your army. That said, you've got to know your opponent's army to a certain degree as well. Bit like chess, in a way that kind of got to think what is your opponent going to do, know what move he's going to make. Sort of plan for that, if you will. Okay, he's nearly done. Nearly done. Well, once this is done, I'll wrap it up. hope you guys are getting stuff done as well. Like I say, I know it's not the most watched series I do, but it's my most enjoyable one. It's kind of my guilty pleasure, if you like, when it comes to making videos, because it doesn't feel like I'm making a video and I'm getting stuff painted. So, bonus. Right. I think that is it. So I was able to do something. Oops. On all these guys. Yeah. There we are. Hi guys, so there we have it, the end of another session. I hope we got stuff done. Man, it's hot in here with all these lights. Yeah, until the next time, I will say happy gaming, happy painting. Until then, remember, all brushes lead to war. See you on the next one, guys. Bye for now.